Hello and welcome to another live. Hi guys. Today I have a very interesting webinar for you and I have my guest Emily. How are you, Emily?
Hi, yeah, I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Right, many
Good.
people have been watching your trailer and we're all bursting to find out lots of information about you. But before we start with the questions, could you tell me something which nobody knows about you? Is there something you could share about yourself?
About me personally?
Yeah, or
Okay.
about YSA Education or both?
Um, oh, that's a difficult question.
I
Um,
shouldn't put you on the spot, but yeah.
no, don't worry. We all work as a team basically. So in this office, not like other recruitment offices, we all work as one together. So you all
Okay.
share our candidates and share our schools. So we all work together as a team, and it's a really nice environment to work in. So you will never deal with one consultant; you'll deal with lots of different ones. So you get to know everybody in the team. So it's a really nice environment to be in.
It is. There's definitely team spirit. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know, I actually do. I'm employed by YSA Education, so whenever I'm free, I do a bit of teaching as well. So I know what you mean. I totally get it. I love the
Yeah,
vibes. Right.
yeah.
So the $1 million question, really. So what is
Okay.
the pay like for teachers? So, for example,
Yeah.
scenario. I'm an international student. I'm a graduate. Okay, and I'm allowed to work 16 hours a week. So,
Yeah.
what's the pay like?
So it really does depend on each school you go to. So we obviously work with primary schools, we work with secondary schools, we work with special educational needs schools, and each school pays differently. They are really competitive prices, but they pay really well, and it really does depend which school you goes into and what they'd be able to pay you. So there's flexibility there. So yeah,
So it depends on the sector.
yeah.
Also, doesn't it depend whether you're qualified or unqualified?
It does, yeah. So we have teaching assistants and
Right.
teachers and cover supervisors, and each one of them pays differently. And especially if you have qualifications as well, the higher the qualifications you have, the more the school will pay you.
Okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have got Emily's details in the caption. So, if you'd like to know more about pay and with regards to working in the UK as a supervisor, just contact her direct. The information that the email that you gave me, I've just
Yeah,
shared that
yeah,
with her.
yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So, what's the requirement for working with YSA Education?
Yeah, so obviously having qualifications is great, getting you into the schools and using those. But as well, we ask for experience. So any experience you
Ah.
have, whether that be working with children in a school environment or non a school environment,
Oh,
just
wow.
having that, yeah. So having that experience with children or with education is great because then we can put that forward to the schools. So yeah,
Okay, so even if it's not in
yeah,
an educational setting, it could be in a care setting or
yeah,
health-related setting, as long as
yeah,
with children, then you'll accept that. Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Anything else?
So as well, like support working. So if you have done support work or care or working within with children in nurseries, etc., we can take that in, or any voluntary work. So if you ever volunteer within a
Okay.
school, anything like that, any sort of experience that helps, and that we'll be able to place you into a school.
Okay. And students, I mean, the audience will be watching right now. They're probably watching
Yeah,
from abroad. Is there a police check that you need as part of the registration process?
we do. Yeah, so from certain
Okay.
countries we do have to get an overseas police check, but we have a really strong compliance team that we have that works here, so they're really helpful when it comes to getting one of those.
Okay. So
Yeah.
does the student need to bring it with them, or would they need to request it when they come to you? How would that work?
So when you come into the office to register with us,
Yeah.
we go through registration process and we ask you to bring some documents with you. One of
Right.
them being an overseas police check. You may or you may not have one when you arrive in the UK, which is fine. If you
Okay.
do, we ask you to bring the certificate with you. And if you don't, we can explain to you how you would apply for one. Depending on which country that you come from, depends on how long it would take. Some take really quick, some take a
Okay.
few weeks. But we will let you know how long it will take, and we'll help you out on how you apply for one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam told me that about 20% of your your working force is actually from independent students or their
Yeah.
dependents. Is that really the case?
Yeah. We have a
My
lot.
goodness.
We have a lot like that, and it's really, it's not difficult to find the work at all. It's really easy. We just go through the right process, and then as soon as they have the correct documents and rights to work, we can get them straight out to work.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
So, we have Dr. Smith Cleaser. Hello. Thank you. So
Hello.
keep asking questions. That's what Emily's
Yeah.
here for. Yeah. So basically, if you don't mind me asking, I'm probably putting you on the
Yeah.
spot. You're going to kill me later on.
Yeah. Don't
Particular,
worry.
which particular nationalities do you have students, international students, or the dependents?
So
In
that work for YS,
yeah, that work for
that
you guys. Yeah.
so whereabouts they're from, etc.
Yeah. Yeah. Do
So
you
we
have
have a
any?
so yes, we have a lot of students
Have
from
a look.
Nigeria that work for us.
Okay, that's good. That's good news for me. Okay. Anywhere
Yeah,
else?
that's um we have all over, so all overseas we have, but especially as well if they're from Nigeria, that's one place that are really good with their overseas police checks. So
Oh,
they take,
okay.
yeah. So they come back really fast. They come back in a matter of days. So we've had a good success with that.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, already we have got one student, potential student. We've got Dr. Smith saying, what is the email? It's in the caption, but could you tell me what it is, Emily? Is it info at?
At YSA
Yeah, education.
Education.co.uk.
.co.uk. Right, I'll put it in the comments. Oh, he's on LinkedIn, so you won't be able to see. So I'll put it in as a banner in a minute. But it's
Okay.
basically info at ysaeducation.co.uk.
Yeah.
It is in the caption, Dr. Kleeser. Okay. Right, next question. Keep the questions coming in. Right, so again, I'm case study. So I'm an international
Yeah.
student, probably from Nigeria. I've done a couple of days, I've been with you guys for a long time. Is there any
Yeah.
job prospects afterwards?
Yeah. So we go in, we work with schools. So sometimes you'll place day to day within different schools. That's something you might know when you go to different schools each day, or you can go to one consistent school. And with that, where you build relationships, and there's always opportunities for you to work, do any like qualifications with the schools, do any courses with the
Wow.
schools, build your way up, and also looking at working at that school permanently, and having a fixed permanent job there, rather than going to lots of different schools. So each school gives lots of different opportunities for you, and if you are looking for an opportunity within a school, we can always put that forward to them. So if you're looking to do any certain courses or do any certain qualifications, we can always address this with the school that you're placed at, and see what they'll be able to help you out with that.
Brilliant. That is
Yeah.
really welcoming news because
Yeah.
students, I don't know if you know, after graduation, when the student visa
Yeah.
expires, they can actually stay in the UK for a further 2 years, called the graduate
Oh, okay.
route.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
can stay here for a further 2 years. So if they wish, they can actually work and build up that rapport with the school. So
Yeah. Yeah. So if they
that's
go,
really good.
yeah. So working permanently with them, they'll have a permanent
Yeah.
contract with the school, and they'll be at that school, and we can help them find that at YSA Education. So that's really
Brilliant,
nice.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So, how does it work? So, basically, you could be working different schools, but if a school likes you, if the kids like you,
Yeah.
could they be recommending you to say, "Oh, I'd like that person to keep coming"?
Yeah, so how it works is usually when you start off to build your experience and also your knowledge of the different schools within your area. If you've
Okay,
just moved over here, you want to get to know the schools. We place you
okay,
day to day within different schools, and then if you go to one school consistently and they keep asking you back because you get along with the children,
yeah,
or you get along with the teachers, etc., then it may be that's an ongoing placement and you can keep going to that school, and that's where there's opportunity for a permanent role at that school and working there
fantastic,
ongoing. Yeah.
brilliant. So, so what? I mean, there are other agencies just like yourself, but what's so special
Yeah.
about YSA Education?
I think, like I mentioned at the start, that we're really friendly and we're always looking to find you work, and we're always putting your best interests at heart, making sure we're placing you in the right schools, in the right areas, not making you travel far from where you are. And also, we're really supportive. So, any help you need or any questions, we're always on the end of the phone. We're always on WhatsApp. We're always there to message out of hours. And as well, on top of that, with the pay, we've got a very competitive price. We get along with our schools. We have a really good relationship with them, meaning that the schools, what we charge the schools, can be
Right.
much higher. Oh, can be
Wow.
much higher. And that means that's what we can pay them, just because we have that relationship with them and they know that
Yeah.
we're going to send the right people to them.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah.
We've got one viewer who's saying, Rokevwe Governor, hello. If you have any
Hiya.
questions, then just ask Emily and she'll be more than happy to answer your questions. From LinkedIn, we've got Idowu Peter. What is the procedure for getting this done? Is there sponsorship for this? Emily's just answered the first bit. There's no sponsorship involved. That's an
No.
immigration. That's an immigration related question. Today we're just talking
Yeah.
about how to actually get a job. with regards to with a agency like YSA while you're a student, or it's for the dependents.
Yeah.
Sponsorship, that's really an immigration question. That will have to be another day, I'm afraid. Unless, Emily, if you've got any points on sponsorship.
So I don't know much about that to be able
Go
to
on.
put that in, unfortunately. But yeah,
Okay. I'll send some links to you if you want more advice
yeah,
with regards to immigration and sponsorship.
yeah,
Peter, then I'll let you know.
yeah.
Right. Dr. Smith is asking, I have a group of students from Uganda and Kenya. However, they need scholarships and they can only travel. They are over 100 people. How you will help them? Right. Okay. I think that's me. Basically, Dr. Kiza, I only deal with admissions. I don't deal with scholarships. So unfortunately, I can't help you with that part of your question. But if you'd like a UK university admission, then just DM me direct. I'm more than happy to help you out with either bachelor's or master's. Right. So from YSA Education, do you provide anything financially to applicants?
It's so we pay. So like we said, what we pay is a competitive price, and sometimes if they're, let's say, they're living in one area and they're travelling to another area which is further away, we always ask the school to see if they'd be able to pay them any transport money
Oh,
to
wow.
pay them a little bit higher to cover any of that transport if they're travelling a little bit further.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what we do. We always put their best interests at heart and try our hardest with the schools.
Fantastic. So, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, can you see how YSA Education, they are different in the sense that, look, if you are going to a school which is just outside your expected distance, they will actually ask the school to actually pay for your transportation. It can't get better than that. Surely that is something worth doing. Definitely. Brilliant. So basically, any pearls of wisdom. So there's students who be watching at the moment.
Yeah.
It could be them, or it could be their dependents who do have the right to work full time. So any advice that you would you'd share, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'd say if it's something that you want to do and something that you've done support work and you've done care or you've worked in schools,
Okay.
I would say go for it 100% because we will be able to find you work, and working within schools is a lovely environment to work in, and we'll always support you as well. And I just say put you all into it because there's a lot that you can get out from the schools, and there's lots of opportunities out there that will be able to help you find.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Emily. You've actually been an absolute pleasure to have. This
Don't
is
worry.
basically very welcoming. It's a very difficult time right now. Cost of living is high, and we have
Yeah,
people like Emily from YS Education who are here to say, look, if you have got that experience, why not? You do have
yeah,
that right to work. As long as you're attending your classes, make sure that happens. But apart from that, at the side, it is school is from Monday to Friday, right?
yeah.
Nothing on
Monday to Friday.
Monday to
There are
Friday,
some
term time.
Yeah, and there are some schools that work with care, so sometimes they're open on the weekends, but it's mainly
Oh,
Monday
wow.
Monday to
Okay,
Friday.
brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant, brilliant. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Emily. And guys, like I said, if you'd like more information, her email address is down below. Or if you'd like me to refer you to YSA, not a problem. Right, we have one more. We've got Peter. How would the dependent get a job if the other parties are? Oh, okay. That's you, Emily. Or is the dependent?
Okay. Say that again, sorry,
Yeah, so
Afsana.
basically, okay, I'll just start to off. Peter, basically the
Okay.
dependent. So if you come as a couple, so the husband, let's say, is the student, so they're on student
Yeah.
visa. If they bring their missus along or their wife
Yeah.
spouse along, they do have the right to work full time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then I'll now pass it on to Emily.
Well, if they're looking for a role as well within education and working within schools, that's absolutely great. So, if you send over their details to us, we will first initially give them a call and invite them in for an interview into the office. And just with any experience they've got and all their documents, we've asked them to bring them as well. We could absolutely find both of you a job. That's absolutely fine. We just asked you both to get in contact with us with your details, and we just interview you both in the office.
Fantastic. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Brilliant. Thank you so much again, Emily. And I hope to hear from you very soon with lots of
Yeah.
students coming away. Okay.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
absolutely. Brilliant.
Thank you
Thanks,
very much.
Afsana.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye
Bye. Bye
bye.
bye. Oh, so that's Emily. She's still there, but it's okay. Right. So basically, as you've seen, Emily is here. Did you see how nice they are? My goodness, I can't believe it. Husband, wife, both of you working. My goodness, that is so romantic, but it's also good as well. So basically, if you are coming here on a student visa, first of all, as a student, you're allowed to work 16 hours a week, term time. Okay, 16 hours a week. So you can do that. School days are not very long. Okay, I should have asked her how long the school days, but really it starts from 8:30 till about 3 o'clock. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you have a dependent with you, if you're bringing your partner with you, they have the right to work full time. So they could be working Monday to Friday term time while you're studying. Okay, it's the best of both worlds. If that helps you, first of all, you need a UK university admission. That's the first thing, and then you can move on to that kind of a job. Right. So if that is something that you think will help you, like I've told you before, we are here to help you to make your life easy while you're studying. So it's a price, two for the price of one. You're coming here to study, you're getting experience, you get UK relevant references. Why not? Go for it. Until next time, my friends, take care and DM me if you think that you like a UK university admission. Take care. Bye-bye.